What do you think's been your greatest accomplishment, Mr. Hamilton?
My greatest accomplishment has got to be starting America's first bank. Without it, we never would have got. It bailed us out of the revolution. It set us on a course to grow our young nation.
Okay. And Colonel.
Yes.
Colonel, what's your greatest accomplishment so far in your life?
My greatest accomplishment is I've been a Marine to one of the lawyers, and that was my dream, to become a Marine.
Mm-hmm. How many years have you been a Marine?
5 years.
Okay. And Dr. Robert, what kind of a doctor are you, and what's your greatest accomplishment?
I'm a medical doctor, surgeon, heart surgeon.
Okay.
Good one.
And what's your greatest accomplishment so far?
My son, I'm kidding, he's a fucking retard. Probably my boat. We travel around. I've been to some really cool places, caught some big fish. Took the picture. Was there.
Uh-huh.
Pretty cool.
All right. And Mr. Hamilton, what was your favorite childhood memory?
I did not have a good childhood growing up. I was born in the Caribbean, and my father left when I was 10. Then my mother died 2 years later. Then I moved in with my cousin, and he killed himself. And then guess my greatest memory when I was a child was when I moved to New York to become a better man.
So surviving your childhood.
Yeah, surviving my childhood.
Yeah. Colonel, do you have a favorite childhood memory?
Yes. My favorite childhood memory is I was watching really cool movies of lawyers at a court and how they beat the Marines, because Marines were supposed to be bad guys like I am. But yeah, that's what I've been doing as a child, watching movies like that.
Okay. Dr. Robert, what's your favorite childhood memory?
Probably what was that, the early 80s, late 70s, the Super Bowl. It was at the Coliseum. My dad took me. It was fun. I mean, I got to see a bunch of my favorite players. It was just a really easy day, and the Rams won, so that helped. But yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay. Mr. Hamilton, who was the first person you fell in love with?
First person I fell in love with was definitely, as long as you don't show my wife, is probably Angelica. But things just didn't happen between us, and I ended up marrying her sister.
What did you love about Angelica? What about her did you love?
She was the second strongest woman I ever knew after my mother. And I was instantly drawn to her when I first saw her at a ball. And yeah.
Colonel, what about you? Who was your first love?
Well, I didn't have anyone that I'm in love with, so because I was single the whole time, because I think I had a sad life when I was a child, but as a toddler. But when I grew up, I started to watch those movies all about Marines, because that's why I didn't have a love interest. But soon, who knows, I'll probably get one after I quit being a Marine.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Dr. Robert, what about you?
Her name was Marcella Prieto. She was fine as hell.
And what made you love her?
The sandy blonde hair. She was good. She knew how to surf too. She was pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. We used to hang out at my dad's beach house. I used to break in. We'd, hang out.
Did she like sailing and boats too?
She was very aquatic. Yes, she. It was. I think her family was interested in the yacht stuff too. So we had some fellow parties where we saw each other. But yeah, I think she was into it.
Okay.
From what I remember.
Mr. Hamilton, share with us an obstacle that you overcame, and how did you overcome it?
Like I mentioned before, my plan to start America's first bank, I had to make many compromises with Thomas Jefferson and James Madison, where we basically came to an agreement that he would give me the votes to pass the debt plan, but the capital would move to their state, Virginia.
Was that a difficult compromise?
Not really, because I got what I wanted, and we're in the same boat. Like, I got what I needed, and yeah.
Colonel, what was an obstacle that you had in your life that you overcame?
I've overcame on how to act to the lawyers, and I'm trying to enjoy being really strict to the lawyers.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about for you, Dr. Robert?
It's funny. Sometimes it's where you least expect it. I definitely have to say, raising my son, who's 40 fucking years old and still lives in my house, that's kind of a huge pain in the ass. He's destroyed my boat, ruined my marriage. Yeah, he's kind of sucked a lot of the life out of what I had left in me. So he's doing a little bit better now, and our relationship's on some better terms. But dealing with that, dude, I don't know.
How do you think you could motivate him to get his act together and move out?
I guess kicking him out. The whole process of us breaking up, and the strife we've had to go through, because I just had to lay down the law that he can't just hang out and play Star Wars with his stepbro all day.
Oh, okay. Mr. Hamilton, how do you want to be remembered when you die?
I want to be remembered for helping lay down the groundwork and foundation for our young nation to grow, and for not throwing away my shot.
Okay. Colonel, how do you want to be remembered?
The only way that I want to be remembered after when I die is I want to know how bad I was when I became very strict to the lawyers, and how good I was after when I quit and had a consequence on how to be good to the lawyers. And that's how I would remember after when I die.
Okay. Dr. Robert?
A good dad. Kidding. Probably a good doctor, a good friend, a good lover. Fun.
All right. Thank you very much.